This is the heart center, and the heart center, it's the motor of what is called willpower. Willpower, you know? Human beings love that. Willpower, to have willpower. The truth is only 30% of human beings, 35, 33, have a defined heart center. You know, consistent willpower. This is the ego center. These are people that are really egoist, selfish, you know? I care for myself. I care for myself. Because this is all about providing for your own material needs. But you see, egoism has a bad name. So these people who have a defined ego, like myself, you know, they tend to hide, you know, that how egoistic they are. They have to learn how to hide that they always care for themselves first and most. And, you know, the only way to hide it is you become a manipulator. And you become a manipulator that is afraid that others find out that you're a manipulator. I mean, it's very tricky. It's very tricky. Because if you don't know how you're doing this to yourself, it's still happening. So people who have this center open, you know, things only start getting easy when you put your egoism on the table. And you make it clear that, you know, you work for a price. That your energy, your efforts, you're ready to make a sacrifice anytime there's something that you win. You have to get something. You have to want it. Want it. It's not because somebody else wants it. You got to want it yourself. And if you want it, hey, if you want to give it for free, you do. But you don't have to. Nobody tells you what you have to. You know? That's an ego. Nobody tells you what you have to. People with an open ego, they don't have willpower. So they're always pretending, you know, they're always looking for a way to have more willpower. I should have more willpower, you know? Because you need willpower to be civilized. See, these are people who are always making an effort and a sacrifice to please others and not getting anything in return. So they're always trying to be a good neighbor, you know? These are the people that they hitchhike on the road, you get them in the car, and then they're always making an effort to show their, you know, to prove their worth to you to the point that you want to kick them out of the car again. Because they can't just relax and enjoy the ride. Their mind has to do the talking and prove to you they're very civilized and they're a good person and they're, you know. Because there is no joke or no, you know what I mean? There's just this attitude. Because that's what you get out of a life that is ruled by the mind. You get a personality that has an attitude. And the attitude of people with an open heart center is the attitude of always being ready to make an effort or a sacrifice to prove to you that they are worthy of your attention, that they are worthy of working for you for very little, that they are worthy of your trust, that they are worthy of your good morning. You know, they're always ready to make an effort. And they don't realize that behind that is just such a deep black hole in their self-esteem. And that they are not here to prove anything to anybody. That there is nothing to prove. Why should you? And how? You prove to me that you love me. How do you prove that? Prove to me that you don't lie. How do you prove that? Prove to me that you are not human like everybody else. How do you do that? That you don't have this and that you're only good. How do you do that?